Sometimes there are TV shows that are kind of like under the radar, I would call it. They're like underrated. I wouldn't call them underrated gems. It's like, is there a bar below underrated? I don't know. Like shows that are like either they came out at the wrong time or they came out around the time where like other shows were already popping, so it kind of got swept under the rug. But you may have a little bit of memory about them. So today we're gonna take a look at some shows that I think were swept under the rug that I have either recently seen or seen when it was out. So make sure you like and sub up. Check out my other TV show related stuff. And we're going to take a look at this. Let me know if y'all seen any of these shows. Maybe y'all got more knowledge about all of these shows than me. Let's get started, man. First, we got Stoked. I feel like Stoked, I said it in the intro, Stoked might be one of those shows that came out at the wrong time, I feel like, that didn't pick up a lot of momentum. Because obviously, by looking at it, it looks like 16. Y'all seen, I'm pretty sure more people know what 16 is than Stoked. And obviously, Total Drama, which is even more popular than both combined. Total Drama's the GOAT. But when it comes to this show, it just came out around the era of like Total. I think 16 was before this. Had to be. Like it came out around the era of 16 and Total Drama was still like super popping. I think it came out like 2011. It was about like surfer people. I think the first episode was like cuz I went back and watched the show like 3-4 years ago. I remember randomly looking at it cuz I ain't seen it before that. But it's about like people that came together, then they're at this hotel, they have to work there, they're surfer people, da da da. And it really is just like 16, so it had to have came out after 16. No way. So then I guess they were trying to capitalize off the popularity of 16 and try to make this. But you have Total Drama that was still popping off too, so it was kind of like bad wrong place, wrong time. I feel like if this would have came out first, it would have done way better and got way more seasons like 16 and Total Drama did, but I don't know. But if you actually go watch it, it's not bad. Like it reminds me of 16. Obviously, look at the graphics and look at the way it's built. Like look at it. It reminds me just like 16. But I don't think they are 16. I don't even know how old they are. I'm gonna be real. But it has that 16 vibe. So if you haven't seen it, I'd probably go check it out. It's only 2 seasons, and what is 2 seasons? Like, would there be 50 something episodes? I think I read somewhere it was like 20 something episodes. That can't be right, because that's like half of 20 is like 10. So that's like 10 episodes. Nah, that's not. That's bad cap. I don't know what I was reading. That's bad cap. That's why I don't read before I make videos. That might have been TMI, but whatever. If you haven't seen Stoked, I would check it out. It's not bad. It's one of those under the radar things that you should check out. Next we got Scaredy Squirrel, which I believe had a little bit of a longer run. I think it was like 3 seasons over Stoked, which is kind of crazy. But I can understand it has more of a cartoony, like, bright colored visuals. So, a lot more people are going to be more attracted to it. That's just how it happens. But for me, I watched Scaredy Squirrel like probably like 2-3 years ago. Like I said, like there's sometimes where I'll just like I didn't catch a lot of these shows when they first came out, but I caught them like years later and just was bored, so I just randomly started watching them. And it's weird, but it's like it's basically just a squirrel who's like hired at a grocery store. The whole town is like animals, that type of show. And he's like hired at a grocery store, but his name is Scaredy Squirrel. Fact check me on that. His name is Scaredy, which is crazy. So he goes through this story, tries to make sure it's right, and he just goes on little adventures. I don't even think it had a proper ending for real. But as far as Scaredy Squirrel, I like I wouldn't say it was bad. A lot of people probably not gonna enjoy it, especially if you're older and go back and watch. You might be like, oh, what is this? Oh, need it. But if you just like, if you don't take TV shows seriously and you just watch them just to watch them, it's a cool little show that you could just turn your brain off and just look at. I ain't recommending. I'd rather you go watch Stoked because it's a little bit older ish, but older as in like audience wise, you could be a little bit older and watch that. But Scaredy Squirrel, I don't know. Like I said, opinions change about it. It's about what you think. The fact that it got more seasons and I think more episodes than Stoked is insane. So, if a show gets more seasons or more episodes, it's got to be doing something right. That means people are watching it. You can't say, oh, who's watching Scaredy Squirrel? They got like 3 seasons out of it. And it went on for years, I think. Fact check me on that. I'm not fact checking that. But Scaredy Squirrel, you could check it out if you want. I wouldn't say it's like high on the list to check out of everything on here, but if you want to check it out, that's fine. It's your call. Next, we got Class of 3000 sing da da. Bro, when I tell you randomly, like every year, like the theme song will be stuck in my head. And I've only seen this show one time around the time that it came out, too. Like, I just remember watching it. And the theme song, this is the definition of a show theme song being stuck in your head and you just have to look at it again. I might, like, my memory's trash. I might go back and watch this whole show again. It wasn't that long. I think it was only 2 seasons, also. Maybe a season. But basically, Andre 3000 got his own show or whatever. And he was basically teaching a bunch of kids, you know, how to play instruments and do all that. Like I said, I got to go back and watch it, get my memory all the way up. I know Andre 3000, and then the little black kid name was Lil D. And I'm like, bro, that's got to be based off a rapper in real time during that time named Lil D. Cause I don't know, but it was an interesting show. Like I said, the main thing I remember is the theme song. The Class of 3000 sing. I'm telling you, I haven't seen this show in forever, but I'll randomly start singing the theme song for no reason. I don't know. Literally definition, like I said, of a show having a theme song where it just sticks in your head. Stoked is also up there. If you heard the theme song of Stoked, it's pretty catchy as well. But as far as Class of 3000, pretty good show. I would recommend go watching it. Actually, that might be double cap because I remember this show. I remember the theme song mainly, but I don't remember anything bad from it. So it's got to be decent, right? Maybe I should have watched it before doing this. But like I said, I like to keep it real around here. Appreciate everybody that's here. Make sure you like and sub up as well, man, because we just gonna keep going. But it's like Class of 3000. I'm gonna go on the record. Please, if you go watch it, please don't be a bad show, Lord. Please don't let it be a bad show if I'm about to recommend people go watch it. But I'd go watch Class of 3000. It's only 2 seasons, maybe less. The theme song is fire. I've seen some clips of the show. Maybe it's decent. It's decent. Now this may have like a -1% of people that know what I'm talking about. This part of the video, nobody may not even know what this show is called. But this was called Super Noob. Now I will say, when did the show come out? This came out like at least I think like 2016, I believe. 2016, that might be right. I'm pretty sure that's right. 2016. And I remember briefly looking at it during that time. But then last year, I randomly was thinking about it. I don't know what happened. I don't know what type of who was watching over me. But I randomly thought about it last year. So last year, I went to go watch it. It was only 2 seasons. I'm pretty sure 2 seasons that I only found. And it was alright. I think it was the theme song, bro. I don't know what it is. I always remember theme songs of shows, and I'm like, let me go back. I was bored too, also. So I was like, let me go back and watch Super Noobs. I watched it last year, and it had a story. They get the magical balls, paws, and they use them to have superpowers and stuff. And it actually started off like first episode was like them getting it. Then the next episode they started to learn it, and then it's kind because it's sometimes a TV show like this would be like. They would have them get the superpowers, and in episode 2, they're locked in and know how to use it. They kind of did that with Ben 10. First episode, he got it. Then the second episode, he's like a master, and not a master, but knows what's going on. But with this show, the first episode, they got it, and then the next few episodes, they were trying to learn it and get better. So I thought that was a pretty cool detail to have, and most shows aren't going to do that. So the fact that this show did that, I just killed a bug on my monitor. The fact that this show did that is actually pretty decent. So I feel like they thought about it. It was just probably wrong place, wrong time. Nobody was really worried about it. 2016, a lot of good shows were coming out during that time. And even afterwards when it ended in 2019. So, I don't know. Super Noobs is pretty good to me. I say take a look at it if you haven't looked at it. And that'll do it for me. Like I said, I say this at the end of every video, almost every video, where it's like, bro, I know there's way more different shows, but I usually like to keep it at 4. We keep it real around here. Appreciate everybody that gets to this part of the video. I kind of do be yapping at the end of the video, but make sure you like and sub up. And I'm curious to see, is anybody watch these shows? And did I just make this video for no reason and nobody knows any of these shows? So if I had to put them in order, which one you should watch, Stoked and Class of 3000, then Super Noobs. You really don't gotta watch Scaredy Squirrel if you don't want to. I just thought I should add that in there because it was like something I remembered watching a little bit. But I would definitely go watch Stoked if you like 16 and all that. Class of 3000 and Super Noobs, believe it or not. But like I said, I appreciate everybody here. I think we hit 4K already, so I appreciate everybody for that. It wasn't 4K off of just these videos. It was a whole bunch of different stuff, but 4K is 4K. I'll take it. But appreciate y'all. Make sure you like and sub up, and I'll catch y'all next time.